Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this channel named Geeks for Geek School. Thank you very much for joining me in this tutorial. So today we are going to shoot the last part of this runner game. And before I tell you about the things which we are still left with, I would like to tell you that from tomorrow we are going to start making a new game, which is Minecraft game. We will learn how can we use Ursina package, or you can say it's a game engine. Basically Ursina is a game engine which we can access on a Python platform, and we can use simple Python coding on Ursina, and we can code amazing games on that gaming engine. So if you want to learn how to use Ursina, so you can join my tomorrow's lecture. So tomorrow I'm going to shoot my very first lecture on Minecraft, in which I will tell you about how you can install Ursina on your device and you can use it for developing games like Minecraft. Right, so let me now show you guys what all things I am done defining the code of here in this Sublime text file. So if I will run this file on Python, so that's what I am getting at present. Sorry, I need to remove this code from here because I haven't added it yesterday. I'll tell it to you later on, because this music code has to be showed to you first. So right now my game looks like this. So that's the first screen. It has redirected me to, now if I want to play this game, I simply have to hit the spacebar key, and I will be able to see these snails coming towards the player, and I can see the flies also coming towards the left side, and the moment it will hit any of the obstacles, what will happen, the game will get over and we will get to see this score getting reflected over here on the second screen. So we have two different screens for this game. And now the next thing which I would like to do is you know uh, just a second. So what is happening if I am playing this game? So the moment this snail will touch the player, it will get over. Now, if I want to restart the game, I'll have to press the space bar key. So when I'm pressing the space bar key, you can see the snail is still in contact with this player. So that is the reason why I am again and again getting redirected on this blue screen. Now, how to get rid of this error? That's what we'll check first. So I'm closing this window, and let's come down here in this else part. So that's the else part which is going to get executed if this condition will become false. The moment the value of this game active variable will become false, what I want is, I would like all the obstacles which are there in the obstacle rectangle list variable, they should get eliminated, right? So we can make use of the clear function. You must be knowing about the clear function, right? With the help of which we can clear the list, we can make it empty. So let's do that. So obstacle rectangle list, and we can simply make use of this clear function like this. So it is going to remove all the items which are there in this obstacle rectangle list named variable. Let me run this game again and show you the magic of this code. So now if I will hit the spacebar key for playing the game, I'm able to play it. Okay, I'm able to jump also. The moment the snail will hit me, what has happened, I got redirected to this second screen. Now if I want to again restart my game, I can simply hit the spacebar key and see, now we are not getting that error which we were getting earlier. So earlier what was happening, the it was taking a lot of time for the snail to go, and when it was, now when I'm pressing the spacebar key for restarting my game, the snail is the first snail which appears. We are able to see it appearing from here. At this point it appears. It doesn't appears at the point where it collided with the player and the game ended. Fine, so that's how you can clear the rectangles of this obstacle rectangle list and make your game more interesting. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's come up over here, and uh, here we can simply add a display rectangle. Where is that? That's the one. So what I want to see is, I would like to see the player rectangles mid bottom. Okay, I would like to see it getting reflected at this point 80 comma 300. Let me run this game and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so fine, it is looking perfectly fine right now. Okay, and the moment the snail will hit the player, that's what the user will get redirected to. Okay, and now what we can do, we can simply hit the spacebar key again, and we are again back on this window. So here I would like that if the game active value, if the value of that game active variable is false, so I would like to do this also. The value of this player gravity so should also become equal to 0, right? Okay, now the next thing which I would like to do is, let's come up over here, and before I make the required changes here in this part of the code, okay, in this part of the code, I would like to show you something. So let's come in the folder in which we have all the images and the code file. So we have everything over here in this local named folder, and programs, then Python, then Python 3832, and let's visit this folder named my game. I think that's the no runner game is the one in which I have all the files. So there are some images of my players which I have named like player underscore walk underscore one. We have player underscore walk underscore two. Jump. So while jumping, this image should get reflected. While he is standing, the player is stationary. So this image should get reflected. When the game is being played by any user, I would like to see it walking. So how can we add such a kind of animation in which when the player is playing the game, he is able to see the player walking. When the user is playing the game, he is able to see the player walking. So let's do that. So for that, what we can do, here we have used this player surf, right? So instead of using this player surf, let's do one thing. Are we using this player surf anywhere? Let me first check it. I think that will be good if I will check that first. Okay, so here I'm using this player stand scaled. Okay, I am not using the player surf variable anywhere. Right, because I have this player stand rectangle, okay, in which I am calling this player stand variable. Fine, so let's do one thing. Uh, we can change it to player walk underscore one, and let me just change. So walk here we have used this player underscore walk underscore one. Right, that's the image which we have used here. Similarly, we can access the other image also, which we have saved with this name player underscore walk underscore two. Right, and we can save it in some other variable. Let's make it player underscore walk underscore two. Then we have this player underscore rectangle. So this here we are creating a rectangle in which we are accessing this player underscore surf, right? And then we have this player underscore gravity is equal to 0. Where is that? Yeah, that's the variable which is helping us in making our player jump. So what I would like to do here is that I would like to create a list in which I would like to save both the variables, these two variables, in which I have the images of the players. Okay, two different images of the same player. So let's create a variable with name player walk. Let's initialize it with a list. So player underscore walk one I would like to put here, and then player underscore two I would like to put here. Right, so as you guys know, lists are indexed. In order to access the values present in a list, we can make use of index numbers. So let's do one thing. Let's have another variable with name player underscore index, and let's initialize it with index number 0, because indexes it starts from 0. I hope you guys are well aware about this thing. Okay, it's time for us to define another variable. Let's say player underscore jump, and when the user will press the spacebar key to make the player jump, I would like to see the player to see this player's image, not this player walk to. I would like to see this player's image jump. So it is with name jump.png present in the folder in which I have all the other files saved. Okay, and then we can come down, and here we can have this variable player surf, right? And then we can initialize it simply with player walk, and let's put player underscore index. So we have passed. So with the help of this player underscore index, we'll be able to pull these items we have stored. Okay, I just got disconnected. I think I'll have to reconnect. Just give me a very short moment. Just give me a very short moment. I am trying to connect my laptop back to the internet. Maybe I got disconnected from the internet. That's the reason. Uh, it is showing this disconnection of message at the bottom. Just give me a short moment. Just checking whether I am still live or not. The second screen now, if I okay. So what happened? I got disconnected. Sorry, no problem. Let me just shut this video. So player underscore surf, player underscore walk, then player index. With the help of this, we'll be able to call the players, both the players from this list we have created and saved in this variable player underscore walk. Right, now we can just come down here, and you can see we have this player underscore rectangle already defined on this platform, which with the help of which we are getting a rectangle created for this player underscore surf variable. At this point it will create for us the rectangle. Okay, then we have this player underscore gravity, which will help us in changing the gravity and making the player jump. Okay, so we have already defined the code for this jumping part. We don't need to focus on that much. And what else do we have? So player stand, this is perfectly fine. So I think we are done with defining the whole code, with the help of which we can make the player move, with the help of which we can see the player walking. Or else, let me just check one more time. This is fine, this is fine. Okay, we need to define a function also, right? With the help of which we can change the these two things, these two images we have passed over here. We are saving over here in this list. So how we'll do that? Let's come down, and So player rect dot y I am searching for right now. If game is active, so all these things are going to happen. So if the game is active at that point only, if this game is active, it is on. I would like to see my player walking. So for doing that, I think it will be better if I'll put the code somewhere over here. So if player rectangle bottom is greater than equal to 300, so this should happen. Fine, and then just below this we can put this name of the function. So animation, I will be creating this function, no problem, no worries. So we'll be using this function. I will tell you what all things can be put in this function to make the player look as if it is moving. Fine, and then we need to we can make use of screen.lit, or do we already have this over here? Let me just check. No, we don't have that screen.lit for player surf and player rectangle. Player surf and player rectangle. For that, do we have that screen.blit function? Yes, we do have this player surf and player rectangle. For this, we have this blit function, so we need not to define it over here again. We can simply define the name of the function which we would like to call if the player is if the game is active. All right, let's now come up, and here I would like to define a function. So define, and let's use this function named player underscore animation, right? And we can, let's define two global variables first. So the first one is going to be player underscore surf, so that we can access it outside this function also. That is the reason I am defining it globally, player underscore index. Fine, and then we can have, if that's the condition, I would like to check, I would like my interpreter to check if the player underscore rect underscore, sorry, dot bottom, if the bottom part of the rectangle is smaller than 300, then what should happen? I would like the player surface, to become equal to player underscore jump. Fine, else what should happen? Else I would like my player index, like this player index should get incremented by zero point 0.1. Okay, so that's the, this is the loop which is going to help us in in seeing the player walking as if it is walking. Besides that, here in this else part we can add another condition. So if player, the moment the player underscore index value will become greater than equal to length of the player which is walking, right? So what should happen? Because we have only two values in this player underscore walk list, right? So we'll have to check this also. If the uh, player underscore index value is greater than 1 or it is smaller than 1, because the moment it will become greater than length of this player underscore walk, because the length of this is 2, because there are two items in this list. So the moment it will become greater than the length of this list, what should happen? I would like the player underscore index to change to what? To, I would like it to change to 0, as simple as that. And here we can put a code player underscore surf, and now we can make it equal to player underscore walk. I'm calling this list now, and inside this we can put this int, and let's make use of player underscore index. Fine, I think we are almost done. We'll be able to now get the required output. Let's see whether we'll be able to see the player walking on the, okay, we are not able to see it walking. Why is it so? Is there anything which we have missed? So this is perfectly fine. Why are we not able to see it working? Let me just go through the code one more time, no problem. So player underscore animation and global player underscore surf, player underscore index. This is perfectly fine. Here I'm checking this condition. So if this is true, then this should happen. And else player underscore index should get incremented by zero point 0.1 every time. Okay, and then we are checking another condition over here. If player underscore index is greater than, I think it should be equal to, right? Greater than equal to length dot player underscore walk, then player underscore index should be equal to 0, and finally player underscore surf should be equal to this, and then this will be called by the blit function we have used in the while control. Yeah, we are able to see it moving now. See how beautiful it is looking, right? And we are, the moment I am pressing the spacebar key, the image is again changing to that jump dot jpg image, right? See, now it is looking much more realistic. It's time for us to make it more interactive. Now how we'll do that? We'll add a sound to the game. Let me first show you that the sound file I have here. So I have this music named file here. Okay, that which I am going to add to my game. So how to do that? I am coming down and just two lines of code you have to add to your code to get the sound music played while the game is in running mode. So bg underscore music is the name of the variable in which I would like to access and save my sound file. So pygame dot mixer, you guys know very well, I've already told you about this mixer dot sound many times in the previous lectures, in which I made use of pygame for creating different type of amazingly interactive games. And the name of the file is music.wave. Wave is the extension of the file with which I've saved it on my device. And then we can simply use this bg underscore music variable. Now if you want to play the file, if you want me to play the file, so the moment the game gets on, I would like to hear this sound, so we can simply use this code, right, dot play, and let's then we can pass this parameter loop with this value -1 to this function play. Let's now run the game and see whether we'll be able to hear this music or not. Okay, I am getting an error. Why is it so? Let me check. Loop is an invalid keyword argument for this function. Why? Why is it an invalid keyword? Okay, it should be loops, not loop. Yeah, maybe that's the reason I am getting an error. I think now it will run fine. So I was able to hear the music, right? Same thing I am copying and I am putting it here inside this if control statement. What I want is every time I press the spacebar key, I would like to hear a music in the background. I think we can try out this code. So I'm using this music bg underscore music one pygame.mixer.sound, and the name of the file is, I think it is jump.wave file. Let me change it to jump. Okay, let's now check whether we'll be able to get the required output or not. Okay, so it is giving us an error. Why? No such file directory. Okay, it is not able to find this jump file. Let me change it to jump.mp3 then. I think it will be able to recognize it. So I'm able to hear this one also. So this is the whole code with which I use for developing this amazingly beautiful game. Right. So you guys can just try out this game on your own whenever you get the time to do so. And in case you have any queries related to anything, whatever have been covered in this coding part, you can let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for joining me at this time. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.